Let's get into the best suburbs to live in the inner west of Melbourne. And I'm going to start with probably a very obvious one, and that suburb is Williamstown. So for those that don't know where Williamstown is, it's basically on your, should I say, beachfront peninsula of the inner west. It is right at the basically, should I say, start of the Maribyrnong River that goes onto the Yarra. And that's basically where Williamstown is. It's a really beautiful location, all surrounded by the sea, really big homes. It's kind of like a suburb that's quite green. It feels like a beachy suburb, but it's only about 6 or 7 k's from the CBD as well, which is great. But I mean, the thing about Williamstown really is I'd call it the Brighton of the West. So on the left here is just your overview. You can see that's just a cricket and AFL ground just by the sea. That's in South Williamstown. That's a particularly expensive part of Williamstown as well. I mean, that particular pocket's about 2.2 to 2.4 million, but the median in Williamstown's about, 1.6 to 1.8. I'm still picking up properties in Williamstown for literally like 1.4 million that are perfectly good homes, good livable homes, plenty of space. Nice houses in good streets. So that's another thing about Williamstown, but you'll see even in Domain here, Williamstown, the Melbourne burb that feels like a seaside village, and that's what it's like. It's a really good place to live. No one I know who lives here doesn't like it. It is a great suburb to live in Williamstown. Let's go to the next suburb, and that suburb is Newport. So Newport, funny enough, and unsurprisingly, it is right next to Williamstown as well. Look, Newport as well, funny enough, this is just a photo across the river. That's along the Strand there in Newport, so that's a very expensive part of Newport. Newport is right next to Williamstown. It's a harbour side of the Maribyrnong River, suburb of Williamstown. You can see the docks actually from it if you're along the Strand there, and Westgate Bridge as well. Really good suburb there too. The thing about Newport as well is it's actually got one of Melbourne's highest median incomes. I think it's in the top 5 from memory, or it's definitely top 10. It's over $2,600 a week median income, which is lower than its monthly mortgage repayments, funny enough. But, it's not low, it's roughly around that, which is crazy. But Newport's so well located, and it's actually on one of the main train lines of the west of Melbourne. So you'll see here the Williamstown there, the Westona and Werribee line. Newport's actually one of the main stations for that. So Newport's one of those places that actually, has trains literally regularly going out there. Every 5 minutes or so, there's a train at Newport. So it's very well located. It's literally by the harbour front, and it's actually very well in terms of transport located for Melbourne, because it's so quick to get in the CBD or anywhere you need to go because of the trains, and you get express trains there because of it being on different lines too. So really good for that. No one's going to, I'm sure, debate that. So definitely a suburb to consider in Newport. You're still picking up Newport for literally like 1 to 1.2 million. I picked up something there for like $1,075,000, and it's renting out for like more than 4% yield, which is insanity. So, which is really good thing, but just another suburb there to consider in Newport. Great suburb to live in and invest in, which is always a good thing because it means it's got so much potential in the future. Third suburb I'm going to mention, and it's my favourite suburb, funny enough, to invest in, but I'm also going to mention it as one of the best suburbs to live in the inner west, and that suburb is Yarraville. So Yarraville really is the heart of the gentrified pocket of the inner west. Really, Yarraville itself is, I'd say, probably one of the most livable suburbs in Melbourne. This is just, the town centre there. So this is just by the station and all the restaurants and that kind of thing. And it's very village-like. So, Yarraville, no one really complains because, you got, it's villagey, it's trendy. You got all these festivals and all these different quaint kind of things going on. It's very accessible to the CBD. Now, it's also been mentioned, as you can see here on the left, as one of the coolest suburbs in Australia, along with Marrickville in the inner west of Sydney. And you get a lot of homes like this, like these beautiful old Victorian and Edwardian kind of, cottages, especially via the town centre. I should say as well, in West Yarraville too, you do actually get quite larger blocks, sometimes above 500 metres squared even, usually 450 though, and well developable, very good family pocket as well. Great income here too, like higher than most parts of the east. So that's another suburb to definitely consider in Yarraville. Really good suburb to live in and invest in. Again, like Newport, that's a great thing to consider when buying there as well.